Yeah, here we go. We're rolling.
We are. We're here. Sorry, I
Yes.
just saw something cute on Facebook. I had to look at it for a second.
That's Facebook.
Well, I was wondering, that if you've seen those like inflatable things you put around your baby's neck and they float in the bathtub like that?
No, I have
You
not
haven't seen that on Instagram?
That looks absolutely ridiculous.
No, they love it. You put it around their neck and then they can splash around in the bathtub and float. Anyway, I just saw it. Why you don't see it on your Instagram?
No, don't have much baby stuff on my Instagram.
I do.
No.
I do. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked.
Yes, you did.
But I did see something on TikTok today that I found interesting. It was a video, of course, obviously.
Right.
And it was a lady saying, and I should have saved it for you to listen to.
I wish you would have.
I was going to send it to you, but then I guess I didn't.
I guess not.
She was saying, and she said this is going to cause some disruption, and this might be an unpopular opinion. But she said if you like and or comment on the opposite sex videos, it's cheating.
Oh. Well, that's a strict line in the sand.
I believe that it is. And at first, I was like, come on, you're
crazy. You believe it is cheating?
Do I? No. At first, I was like, come on, you're insane. You're crazy. You're being outrageous. But then as I dug through the comments, some people were believing her 100% and some people were not. I think what she meant towards the end of the video is when you comment something inappropriate, not just in general. Okay? Because one lady was on her comments and said, yeah, she was scrolling through TikTok one day and she said she saw this video of this woman and she said she happened to go in the comments and see her husband comment. And I mean, how many, it would be so hard to catch this, but he commented, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen."
Oh, wow.
Right. Now that's not good.
No,
I can understand her being
I'm
hurt
not
by
going to
that.
do that again.
Do I think it's cheating? Sorry, my headphones messed up.
Well, how do you define? I think that's key with the relationships is communication, a lot of it. And you've got to define what that is in your relationship. And you have to have a battle about that, right? Up front, you got to say, if I think it is and you don't think it is, we don't want to get to that point where you're arguing and you're married and you're down the road. You want to get to that point and you want to have that fight and you want to stand your ground and say,
right,
I don't think it's cheating unless I say something flirtatious.
Right. And I don't even think that, we've talked about what's cheating before, and I don't think he should have said it, and I don't think it's right, and I think it's hurtful, and I think it's going to damage your relationship, but I don't consider it cheating.
I think what it can do is it can open the door to cheating.
Right.
But it's
100%.
not cheating. What it is,
100%.
My thought process would be if you were obsessed about some guy and you were telling him on a live or on a post, I saw that you said, "You're the most gorgeous man I've ever seen," it would bother me. And I would immediately know. I think unless it's like Brad Pitt or somebody, you know what I mean, like a movie star, which obviously whatever, but I would know that the door's open there for you. Like you could make that
right.
If they hit you up in your DMs, you're going to talk to them.
Are you saying that Brad Pitt's not a door that could open for me?
No, I'm saying if it does, go for it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, duh. Like, of course, if Brad Pitt
doesn't do it for me.
If you comment on his stuff and he comes back and he says, "Hey, I saw you said I was really cool and we should like hang out sometime, maybe grab coffee. I'm going to be down by Taylor Books next week." I see, yeah, cool, go for it. Have at it. But cheating, and then you've got to know the backstory, right, for everybody. You got to know what happened to this woman. Has she had multiple relationships that have ended because she had one relationship where her last husband or boyfriend is freaking chatting with girls online all the time and she didn't know.
I think that's what happens. But her initial statement and what she stood by was, if you like and comment on other, somebody of the opposite sex or, whatever, then it's it's cheating. And I don't agree with that on the basis of like if I'm going through Instagram or I'm going through TikTok and whether I know the guy or not, and I like it and I comment, like if it's a funny video and I just comment laughy faces or that's hysterical, that's not cheating. That's not cheating.
No.
Now, if he slides into my DMs and tries to start a conversation, that's still not cheating, but it's going to open the door, possibly.
You're a lot closer, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but I don't think
a
a general like and comment, if it's something general about that video.
I think cheating's a strong word. I think that it's not good. You know what I mean? Just like if you saw us chatting with some random girl in my DMs and there's nothing even flirty in there.
I'm not even talking about chatting in DMs. I'm just talking about liking and commenting on a video.
Well, I know, but you said once it leads to DMs. I'm just kind of going there.
No.
If you would see that, you'd be like, it wouldn't even matter what we were talking about because it's over the line.
Well, it depends on if you know the person. Okay, if you know the person and it's a friend that I know you're a friend with or a mutual friend of ours, then I don't think I don't think there's a problem with it. I mean, we have lots of mutual friends on
I don't either.
TikTok and on Snapchat, and sometimes like Charlie or I'm just naming people. Steven will comment on. Oops, sorry guys. Will comment on something that I post.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's even though it's in my DM. I don't think that's anything.
No. I'm just saying somebody random.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't ever know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just thought it was an interesting video because I didn't have time to read all the comments. I'm sure somebody ripped into her like, you're so insecure, but you don't know the backstory.
And you're not going to change her, probably.
You should have. She was coming across strong, loud and clear.
Right. I get it. And here's the thing: if you're wanting to date her and she comes across strong and has that opinion and lets you know it up front, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
She's probably not going to have many boyfriends. But
but my point is good for her. You now know. Definitely hide your social media. No, I'm just kidding. You definitely know what you're getting into, and you've got to say, okay, that's a boundary for her, and it's a ridiculous, extreme boundary. But I want to date her.
I couldn't be with somebody like
There's
that.
people that have those types of boundaries.
Not anybody I would be with. If you're going to tell me that I can't like and comment on a video because it's somebody of the opposite sex, I'm good. I'm good. I'm 46. I can do what I want. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say inappropriate things.
Right. You're going to behave like an
adult.
adult.
But if I want to like it and say that's hysterical or that's so funny or oh my gosh, your dog's so cute or if there's a kid in there, like he is adorable or give me that recipe. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just humans talking.
Yes.
And if you're not going to let me be human and talk to people, then I'm not interested in a relationship. You can take you and your boundaries and find someone else that's just as psychotic as you are because that's psychotic.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
But you don't know the backstory, so she could have been hurt. And maybe she was freshly hurt, and maybe she's speaking out of pocket, or maybe she's not. Maybe she really feels that way, and she's entitled to feel that way.
There's crazy people out there.
No, she's definitely entitled to do it. I shouldn't call her crazy because I don't know what happened to her, and it could have been traumatic. But I don't know where she's coming from. So I can only go so far in saying that she's psychotic. That was probably harsh. I'm sorry, lady in the red shirt.
Pretty harsh.
I don't know who
I
it
wish
was.
I could find this TikTok so I could comment on it.
Yeah, I wish that in my mind, I was going to push the button to send to you and say, hey, listen to this. Tell me what you think. I want to talk about it on a podcast. But I don't know why I didn't. I don't know if somebody came in the store or if I got a phone call. I don't know.
Probably too busy commenting all kinds of guys' freaking posts.
I just can't even. Like, I mean, there's boundaries within relationships that you set and you figure out. And if two people feel that way, then more power to them. It's just like people who share a Facebook. We've talked about that before.
Give and you take, right?
People who share a Facebook. We've talked about that before.
Weird. Just don't have a Facebook.
I feel like there's some trust issues there. That's just my opinion. There might not be. I don't know you.
I'm just telling you, if you're sharing a Facebook, that's your prerogative, but your wallpaper in the background behind your couple picture, which I'm all about couple pictures. Mine are couple pictures, but it's my account. In the background, it should say, "One of us fucked up." You get to guess who.
You don't know that for sure.
I'm not trusting this person to have their own Facebook.
But yeah, I mean, I don't want to share social media with you. The only social media we share is our podcast Instagram page.
Right, but it's not. you have an Instagram, I have an Instagram.
Right, and we have that
Actually,
one together.
you have 2 Instagrams, I have 2 Instagrams.
Well, I don't. I have one.
And then we have our,
You-
you know what I'm saying?
You, in essence, have 3. Well, you have 2, but then you're
in the closet.
I don't have a
Right.
personal one. I don't even know if you could find it.
You can.
Well, I mean, I haven't posted on it in 6 years,
Quite
probably.
a while, yeah. But
I don't know. I thought it was interesting a stance to take.
it's pretty strong. It's definitely not cheating.
I don't think it's cheating.
That's silly.
But I do think, with depending on what you said, like that lady's husband saying you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Listen, you don't have any business telling a woman she's pretty if you're with, like, that would hurt me if I saw.
Oh, it
even
hurt.
if
It would
even
really
if I
hurt
even
me.
if I saw you post something on comment on somebody's picture, a woman, especially that I don't know, and he would even just say you're pretty. You don't need to say that. Just like it. It's fine.
What about like, damn girl?
No, oh my gosh, that would really go through me. That would go through me more than you're pretty.
Shit. No, I'm kidding.
I'm serious.
Oh, me too. Heck
that
yeah.
would hurt me deeply, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You have to be considerate of the person you're with. And I just don't get the lack of instinct in a person to keep them from doing that.
Right. I mean, it's one thing if we're going out with a group of friends and I know the people, you know the people, we're all together, and you
tell people they look good,
yeah,
or they're
you look
handsome,
so good, or you look pretty,
or you look pretty tonight,
or you look nice. Yeah, I mean, that's
don't you
fine.
look beautiful? Yeah, I mean,
that's fine.
if they're
I'm
your
standing
friends
right
and it's
there.
not
We're all
creepy.
together. I mean, you mean nothing by it. Maybe you do.
Right.
Maybe you're doing something really weird. But
yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
I'm super creepy.
right.
Like, I'm only live creepy. I'm not cyber creepy. I like to be live creepy.
right. Speaking of lives on TikTok, that's another thing. People get real touchy when random dudes, or women for that matter, come into their lives and tell them they're pretty. I welcome it. Listen,
Which isn't that what
I'm not going to entertain it, but I'm going to say thank
they
you.
probably want is to. I mean, I don't get it. I would love. I'll take all compliments
Yeah, I mean, if
from
you
dudes, from chicks,
Right?
from grandmas, from
listen, I'm a grandma. Be quiet.
whatever. Exactly. I'm
unless
begging
it-
for your attention.
Unless it gets 100% out of control. Like, if you want to say it, fine. I will say thank you and we can move on. But
Yeah,
let's
there's
not.
been some that have got a little bit
Exactly.
too much.
That's a little bit different. But I
Yeah.
see some people, they get real touchy about it. I'm like, he just said you looked pretty or you were hot or whatever
right.
it is.
Exactly.
Since we're on the topic of TikTok, here's another thing that's bothering me about TikTok. You got a tickle? Jeff has. Oh no! Now I do. Oh no! We have had the worst time getting rid of this cough from the Rona, y'all. Listen.
Ticklecast.
Hold on.
Yeah, we got the long COVID.
Shut up. Like, I don't even want to go there. It's just, there's no such thing. Anyway, this is bothering me on TikTok too. I don't know if it bothers you as well, but I don't want sad stories.
Freaking hate them.
Like,
hate sad stories.
I mean, this lady.
I don't want to feel bad ever.
I know, because you're on TikTok for like what,
I
entertainment
wanna
and
laugh,
like leisure, right?
And I want to cringe at some people wrecking. Like, I'll take the people falling or crashing.
Yeah, I
into
mean, that's
something.
kind of funny.
That makes me laugh,
It's
but
kinda
it also
funny.
makes me go, oh,
Right. No, I'm talking about full on. Listen to this video I watched today. So it was a video of this baby, and she was probably around Carter's age or whatever, and it was just little pictures after pictures of her smiling and
you
like.
lost me at baby. I don't even want to know.
No. It's not like that. And, well, it is, but it's not. Smiling and like laughing and stuff. And I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not telling you exactly how the video went. I don't remember. But then it said, this was 2 days before the, what'd she call it? Shoot, I'm sorry. Not attack, but I don't know. Apparently 2 days after that video, her boyfriend or maybe the baby's dad, I don't know, came in and beat the mom up, and the baby was there. She doesn't allude to the fact if he did anything to the baby because there's still legal proceedings going on, but she said her baby does not have the same personality now. I don't want to see things like that.
No, I'm good. I don't like that stuff. I don't even want it on my algorithm.
I don't like it. Well, I have a lot of baby stuff on my outgrown.
That's your problem, is it snuck in through the baby portal.
But yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And another one that happened the other day, and this one is sad, but it was like, you know the TikToks that go, okay, so like there's this cute little baby outfit laying in a bassinet, and it says like, it's so hard. Can we skip to the good part? And then it's supposed to be like, yeah, it's like all this like fun. Yeah. So there's a baby outfit laying in a baby bed, and it says whatever it is. Can we skip to the good part? And then it's still the baby outfit laying in the bed because the baby didn't make it. I don't want to see that.
That's not good. That's not
I don't
a good
know if
part,
that's
though.
therapy. No, I mean, I think there was just like the drama of it. I don't think it is the good part.
Well, yeah, I think it is.
I think she even said something, I didn't get the good part or something like that.
Right, and I think it is. I think it's probably good for people to deal with it and to go through their emotion. And who knows what you would go through. It's hard to think that I would be posting anything about it.
I wouldn't be telling you.
You know what I'm saying? But there are people who like, I like to laugh. Right. We like to laugh. There's people that just like to cry. They like emotional stuff. They like to watch sad stuff.
I know.
I don't understand.
I don't either. And I guess I shouldn't assume that everybody goes to TikTok for the same thing that I go to TikTok for. But I think most people are going to feel heartbroken by that. And I mean, and then to make it even worse, which that's bad enough for me. I'm not saying anything bad about that person, because maybe they're dealing with it how they want to deal with it. Maybe this is a way of them coping, whatever, dealing with grief. But what's even more whacked than that is, in the comments, there were people accusing her of A, making it up for clout, and B, using her baby's death for clout. Now that's sad to accuse somebody of that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of crazy people. I mean,
why would you accuse somebody of that? I don't care if you think it.
It's the internet. It's the internet. You've got sad, pathetic people with access to the internet, and all they do all day is they troll people because they're this far from stringing themselves up. So they're making other people's lives miserable.
To accuse somebody of that is just a different type of person.
It is. It's very,
like, you may think it because you're a human being. You might be like, did that really happen? I mean, like, is she just like, I sure hope she wouldn't do that, and I don't think she did. I'm just saying.
I didn't
think it.
I got a video that was on really well, taken down for community violation.
When?
Just 2 days ago.
What?
There's this lady that got this car in this parking lot. There was these people, and they're getting rowdy, and this car just decided to hit him, and he hit the first lady, and she went flying. It was awesome. Then he backed up, and the other lady tried to come run at the car like that, and then he tried backing over her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's not cool. That's people.
I know. They should have probably not gotten in front of the car. Been acting all crazy like they could take on the car.
Well, I don't think that somebody should post a video about somebody getting really injured.
The original one had like 2.5 million views.
No wonder it got taken down.
Why though? That's what I'm talking about. That's what they're doing.
It
used to be
cars.
freedom. It used to be the internet. It used to be. Now they're just like, no. Well, if I don't want to see it, I'm not going to watch it. Right? I'm going to scroll past it.
Yeah,
I'm going to hit that little thing that I've done many times that says, pull it up and go, I'm not interested in this kind of crap, so don't show it to me again.
I don't get all bent out of shape normally about what's on there. I'll just, if I don't want to see it, I'll just scroll past.
Nobody died, and they weren't going fast. It was in a parking lot. But the lady did do a nice somersault off the hood into a curb.
Gosh, I think I saw. I could. The video was so small, I couldn't see it really. I think
it was
you do edit it or something.
I do edit.
Yeah, I don't think I could see it very well.
Yeah, it's hard to see without going to the original. Anyway.
But I don't know. I just think people are just way too comfortable saying things on the internet. We talked about that too. I was doing a live the other day.
Well, they are.
Some guy came in and said, "Wow, you've picked up some weight. You've really put on the pounds." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And then just people with disabilities on there. There's a lot of people with disabilities, mental and physical, and they're putting themselves out there because they have a right to be on TikTok too, and they have a right to make videos and have fun. And they have a right to advocate for their disabilities, whether it's autism or whether it's Tourette's, because, I'm interested because I found a few people with Tourette's on TikTok. It interests me, and it just, I don't know. I like to watch the videos, and I found an autistic guy on there and some drag queens. But people get in the comments and they accuse them of faking their disabilities. It's sick.
It's because some people think different trends like ASMR and things, they can do it in their culture, so they might try Tourette's next just to
Maybe.
get views. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, well, that person's got 1 million followers. I think I'm going to do Tourette's now.
Well, right.
And I bet there are some out there.
I'm sure there are people faking stuff like that.
It's not cool.
But I still,
And that
Even
see, I'd be
watching-
worried about God striking me down. Like
yeah.
I would like something would happen.
Even watching the girl that I like to watch,
Dalen? No. What's her
no,
name?
Balin.
Balin
Balin
with a B.
Dupree. She's going to be on the Dr. Phil show.
She's cool.
I
like her.
love her. I mean, I watch her all the time. I don't think she's faking, but there are some on there that in my mind I feel like is really overboard. However, I'll show you some and you can see what I'm talking about. It could be 100% the way it is. I don't know. I don't live with you. I don't know you. Even in my mind, if I thought, oh, I think he's really going overboard with it, I would never say it. I might say it to you like, I don't know if this dude's like legit. I mean, he might be, but I'm not going to get on his comments and be like, you're faking.
That's how I don't understand people. Like
I
see things on there that I absolutely eat me alive. Like some things people say that I would love to just tell them they're dumb, they're idiots, and that they're wrong. I would love to. But you know what I do? I hit the not interested tab. I leave. I never see them again.
Yeah.
I don't get the mindset of people who see something they don't like and they want to argue with and they stay there. But supposedly that's how algorithms are driven the most.
Right.
Is through negativity, through people arguing and fighting and bickering and disagreeing. That's what drives.
Well, that's true.
The algorithms. That's what Facebook is.
That's true. I mean, even Elise Meyer, somebody came at her. Is that right? Elise?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Elise that tells the stories. Is it Elise Meyer?
Oh, yeah. I saw what's her face did do editor.
Who?
Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Somebody came at her and said, I think your video, I'm paraphrasing. Like, I think your videos are funny. I think they're amazing. You're a great storyteller. But I wish you would present yourself better.
I saw that, yeah.
And she's like, she had a really good comeback.
It did
She's
bother
like,
her, though.
Huh?
She said that stuff does bother her, which is kind of reassuring as people that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if she wants to come on I think that shows confidence. Like,
yeah,
you don't have to look like $1 million to do a TikTok. You shouldn't have to. I do lives all the time without makeup on. Do I put on the enhanced beauty filter? Well, yeah, I do. But I mean,
but if you have to go to the like get decked out you're not going to do anything.
if you got to put on 10 pounds of makeup, I mean, like,
Yeah.
oh no, they do. They'll put on their 10 pounds of makeup and do TikTok.
There's some that will. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just people are like relentless.
They are. And the thing is, the more views, the more followers you get, the more chance of that happening.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? You just get a bunch of idiots.
Oh, that's why I quit a while back. I mean, I didn't even have that many followers. I didn't even have 100,000 yet. I had like 96. And for some reason, I was getting ganged up on, and I just was like, I can't handle this. Like, people being negative. And oh my gosh, there for a while.
Maybe they're weeded out now.
I don't know, but it was bad. And I mean, I had to go. I was like, this is bad for my mental state. And if I'm no longer having fun and I turn off TikTok and I feel hurt all the time, then either something's wrong with me that I need to fix, or I just need to step away. And It could be something wrong with me. And that's what somebody even told me once. They're like, if you're getting this offended by strangers, then you have a problem inside of you. And maybe I do. But I do let strangers.
I just think you let things bother you, which is fine.
I mean, I do, whether I know you or not.
That you have a problem. That's just like,
well,
if somebody accuses me of being a cheater and I let it bother me, that doesn't make me a cheater, because it bothers me that you're hurting you make me feel bad about myself and my reputation. I mean, I am what you're accusing me of.
Right. And two, it's easy to say you shouldn't X, Y, and Z if you're not in the position, if that's not happening to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or maybe it has happened to you and you're just stronger. And you know what I mean? I'm sorry that keeps going off, but I gotta check on something.
That's the thing that nobody sees, but everybody wants to jump on really quick. That's what today with, I think it was this morning, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, Green Bay Packers right now, he did a gratitude post for this past year where he was thanking a bunch of people and his teammates and his team and all that. And all the analysts, everybody called him out and said, "Oh, this is cryptic. This is a cryptic message. He's leaving, blah, blah, blah." Cryptic, and then later in the day, he was on a podcast and they showed him talking about it. And he's like, it's not cryptic. People don't understand. I've gone through a 10-day cleanse and recentering thing where I've been just nothing. I haven't been working out. The season's over. I've just taken 10 days like I do every year. I reflect on things. And he said, I came out of that feeling so much gratitude for these people in my life that I immediately did an Instagram post. Has nothing to do with my future. It has to do with now and what happened this last season.
Yeah.
And the people that I feel are special and made it special.
Yeah.
And everybody goes crazy and makes it something it's not.
That's frustrating.
But that's the thing is people can't see. Nobody cares to see behind the curtains because everybody just wants clickbait. People just want you to click on their article, or they want you to maybe. A lot of the trolls just want to be fought with, I think, on Instagram or no, on TikTok. They like to make comments so they can engage with people.
Yeah, maybe they're lonely.
Maybe they're lonely. Maybe they don't have anything else to do. Maybe they get off on confrontation.
And sometimes I can take the comments and turn them around. Like the other night when we were on the live, there was this person come on and we were in our room. And again, we still have Christmas lights strung up on our ceiling because I like them. We do need to change them. It's time. And this guy goes, "Oh my gosh, Christmas is over." And instead of getting defensive, or he said, "Take those ugly lights down. Christmas is over," something like that. Instead of getting defensive, I just came back out and I was like, "It's Christmas all the time in my room." And I just like did whatever. And then his name on TikTok was Chicken Strip. That was his name on his screen name or whatever it is. And for some reason, I messed up on accident. And I was like, "Okay, whatever, Christmas Strip." And then I just started laughing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just called you Christmas Strip." He starts laughing hysterically. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I love it, Christmas Strip." And he goes, "I'm going to change my profile picture." His profile picture was actually a chicken strip. And I go, "What do you mean you're going to change your profile picture?" He said, "Go look." And the profile picture was a chicken strip with a stocking hat on. So right there, we bonded. Like, it was all good. Yeah. He had no...
So you cheated.
Right.
You cheated.
He DM'd me, "We're going to go for chicken strips later."
Sweet.
No, he really didn't have much of a profile, really no posts. He's probably just a troll.
Exactly.
But now it's a troll that didn't get me.
We've done that a lot, though.
And actually, that feels better.
It feels so much better.
Now we're friends.
Yeah, I mean, make them really be assholes.
Well, I don't know if we're friends, but...
You know what I'm saying? They make them really be an asshole. Be endearing and which a lot of people are like, "Fucked up, man, don't mess with me." Yeah. And I'm not like that. I have fun with it.
You do much better with it than I do.
But you do most of the time. It's just, I think there were things going on when you quit in your life where you were dealing with a lot of stuff.
Well, I was,
and I think your level, you weren't willing to tolerate much at that point.
Yeah.
So I think that wasn't your normal state of mind.
True.
Normally, leading up to that, you always got people. You always got those children. You always handled them well.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You got to a point where you're like, you couldn't handle them well, and you just said, "I'm not going to do this for a while."
And it's funny because right when I ended, I was on my what I thought was probably going to be my last live for a while, and I was just talking to people saying, "I think I'm getting ready to take a break or whatever," and then somebody came on and like, "Oh my gosh," and this doesn't happen as much either, but some dude came on and said, "How old are you?" And I answered. I was like, "I'm 40. At the time I was 45. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you look so much older." And I said, "That's the reason right there. I can't take it anymore."
Right.
Like, I can't take it anymore. And I did. I ended it. I was like, "Peace out. I'm done." And I did. I ended it. Boom. And so many messages came through from our people that we know, like in my every type of DM you can think of. I was getting on Instagram, Snapchat, personal text, like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? What is going on?" Because I was hurt. And it wasn't just that. It was just like you said. I had accumulated so many, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And then you have people say, "Well, there's so much good that you hear. Why are you would say that sometimes. Like, you get so many good comments. Why are you dwelling on that one bad one?" Because I don't know. That's just me.
Well, I've listened to some things about the science behind that, and that's how our brains are made.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Oh, we've even talked about that on podcasts before. We've talked about
how evolutionally we're built so we can't be satisfied. Not us. We live in a world where we don't have to survive. But back in the day, you never could take a break. Back when you were out there amongst the other primates, and
Yeah.
you were going to be eaten or killed. Our brains and our bodies were designed to have that anxiety and to not focus on
Yeah.
the flattery stuff or the.
Right.
It was more. You need to worry about the little mistake you make, because if you freaking make that again, you could die.
Well, yeah. But I can't imagine like the way I felt with just like stupid comments like that about looks or about age or about that. I can't imagine the people who with, like I was just saying a minute ago, with the disabilities, people calling them out and making fun of them and calling them fake. That would really hurt even more, because not only do you have to deal with the disability that you have or whatever you're dealing with, mental or physical, then you have people who are either making fun of you about it or saying you're faking it, and you have to live with it. Like, I can't, I mean, like, they're stronger than me to be able to even stay around. You know what I mean? But,
well, I think in some cases that some people do just either focus on the good. They learn how to do that.
yeah,
Or they're good at weeding out the bad.
I wish I could do that.
Because that's the thing. If you 99% of the time, anything negative that comes at you on that platform, they're nobody. You know, that's why it never bothers me. They're nobody.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as I'm saying they're a nobody. I'm saying on the site. You go to their profile, you see they have zero posts. They have a couple of followers maybe, and they got no profile picture.
Right.
So they're just, who knows who they are
Right.
and what they're doing, but they're just there
Right.
to troll.
But my point being is that words are very powerful. I try to teach my kids that. I try to remember that myself, and I fail at it sometimes. But man, words are powerful. And whether you say the words face to face, whether you say them over the internet, you know, behind a screen typing, the other person's reading it and it still hurts. So, I mean, before you do something like that, surely, I don't know, like, did these freaking parents not teach their kids better?
No.
I mean, but then you don't know. Maybe they did.
Maybe.
I know if I saw my kids, if I ever saw them doing anything like that, they would be very sorry.
Yes.
I sure hope I've taught them better.
They would be very, very sorry.
But you can teach your kids the best you can, and they can still go and do stupid things.
They can go through. We all went through phases where we were dumbasses.
I know, but I've
assholes.
never spoke to somebody like that. I've never been mean to somebody like that.
No, you haven't. But
Even in my worst middle school days when I did things that were questionable. Well, there was that one time.
uh-oh.
I already told the story. And I still feel bad about it. And it was 7th grade. It was Nate's age. My friend and I were really mean to this kid. And we started a whole... Oh my gosh, it was bad. We made fun of him so bad. And we got everybody involved. We made rings. And it was... Oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was this kid named Schwartz. And... Oh my gosh.
That's terrible.
Every time that people would pass him in the hallway, they would put their rings that we made out of paper with S's on them and say, "May the Schwartz be with you." And he didn't like it. It was horrible. And me and my friend came up with the idea. We all made rings, and like everybody was making these Schwartz rings. It was terrible.
It's pretty bad.
If you ever are with Tara again and me, she'll tell you the story too. It was bad. And I don't remember his first name. His last name was Schwartz. And I really would love to find him today and apologize to him. He's probably traumatized somewhere.
Or he just hung himself somewhere, probably. Because
I mean,
of this.
honestly, like, no, but I mean, it not because of that. But if it's that, and then there's other things, and there's other things, and there's other things.
The snowball.
Like, it makes, like, I seriously still, as an adult woman, feel bad about that. And I didn't like the feeling when I was doing it.
Yeah.
But I was getting so much attention from
I've
it.
done similar things, yeah.
I was getting so much attention from it that
You just keep doing it.
I kept doing it.
Right.
And that's so bad.
Right.
And I acknowledge that, and I'm sorry, Schwartz. If you're out there,
May the
I'm really
Schwartz
sorry.
be with you.
Shut up. But, you know, I was in 7th grade, to be fair. You know, middle school kids, girls in general,
Are dicks.
are the meanest people you'll ever meet on the planet. And I mean ever meet on the planet. Middle school girls are the meanest species ever to exist. Middle school girls specifically.
I will agree with that.
In my defense, I was going through that time, but I've never been that mean to somebody like that since then.
That's good. I'm glad you turned it around.
Well, that's not true.
Here we go.
No, you were mean, not me.
Who?
Let me tell you a story really quick. I don't know if we've told this story in the podcast before. Remember that?
Well, you tell them stories about
listen,
me.
no, you were mean. It was, but it was a little bit warranted. Remember, all I'm going to say one phrase, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. Handlebar mustache.
Oh.
So really fast, the story, you can interject when you want. So I had my wallet stolen, so I didn't have my a copy of my driver's license for a long time because my wallet was stolen and I didn't want to go to the DMV, which you can imagine why. And I'm clearly at the time well over 40. And most of the time I could go into a place and they would say, "Can I see your ID?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my wallet was just stolen." Even though it was like a year before that. And they would be like, "Oh, okay, no big deal." So we go into Recovery, which is a sports bar. And I asked for a beer and he said, "Can I have your ID?" And I said, I don't have it. My wallet was just stolen. I don't, and I even had a picture of it. I was like, "I can show you a picture of it, but I don't have it." He's like, "I can't serve you." Well, that made Jeff irritated, and me too, because I had been I think it had been a rough day that day and I really needed one.
Yeah, you were ready to have a drink.
And so Jeff goes to the bar because we were sitting like at a table in the restaurant. So Jeff goes over to the bar, orders me a beer, pays. Did you pay for it?
We were at a high top.
Did you pay for it there at the bar?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, paid for it at the bar, came back and brought it to me, and I started drinking it. I kid you not. The manager comes over to me and takes my beer. And I said, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I have to take this because you don't have ID." And I said, "I'm clearly 100% not only am I over 21 and you can tell, I'm over 40 and you can tell. And she's like, "I'm sorry, you can't." And we were so mad at him because he could have easily just let it go. Just let it go. You don't need to report me. You don't need to go tell your little manager.
Well, but he was a snot. He was very smug when I asked him, "Man, why'd you have to tattle? Why'd you have to go tell?"
Yeah.
He's very smug and kind of rude.
He was.
That stuff just eats me alive. Very little things. It's not the big things that bother me. It's stuff like that just makes me so frustrated.
And here's the part where you're going to feel like that, especially if you're in the service industry, like if you're a server at a restaurant or a bar, this is where you're going to be like, "Oh, Jeff, come on, you did not do that." And you're going to think he's a real butthole.
He did a terrible job, though.
He did a terrible job waiting. But that's not the key. His smugness, just his way he came about. So we get the bill. And in the tip line, Jeff likes to draw. We all know that Jeff likes to draw. He's an artist. And he just put a little masterpiece in the tip line.
Oh, I put a tip in the tip line.
He drew. Tell him what you drew.
I drew a penis.
He drew a penis in the tip line.
Because the guy was a dick. And you know what? That's the only time in my life I can think of that I did not tip.
Oh, I've not tipped
before. It still
before,
bothers me a little bit because I always tip.
Why does that bother you?
I just always
He
tip.
was not a nice person. Now, I know you servers are going to be upset about that, and rightly so. I understand that.
You should understand. It's just like me.
I get it.
We don't get the sale if we don't do a good job.
So
you don't get... you got to be at least cordial.
And to be fair, we're normally good tippers. Jeff's a better tipper than me, but I do tip all the time. But if you do a poor job, it's going to be less of a tip because that's just how it works. You can't get... You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to give you the same tip I'm going to give to somebody who's going to do an exceptional job. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just can't.
Right.
I know that they don't make a lot of money. I get it. Then you better do your job good. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that was a little, yeah. I really wish I could have seen his face when he saw that. I have since seen him at the gym. He won't remember me.
No, he probably
But I would love to go up to him and say, "I know you used to be a server at Recovery. What's the worst tip you ever got?" I wonder if he would say, "Well, this one guy, he really was a jerk. He drew a penis in the tip line." Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's bad. So yeah, there are times we do things that are mean and nasty.
It's pretty dumb.
And that are out of character for us.
That's
and maybe
definitely out of character.
Well, it's definitely out of character for you. But maybe some of these people on TikTok who are commenting this stuff, maybe this is the same thing. I don't know, but I couldn't do it. That's all I have to say.
What, draw a tip in the tip line?
Well, I couldn't draw a tip in the tip line, but I couldn't get behind the screen and comment nasty things to people.
No.
Ever.
No, that's not cool.
So with that being said, I'm gonna go troll
That was
TikTok.
fun.
I'm gonna go troll on TikTok.
Let's go troll.
I'm gonna
Let's
go.
just set
I'm
up
gonna
a
go
troll.
cheat all over TikTok. I'm gonna like and I'm gonna comment on other guys' videos. I'm gonna cheat away.
I don't know what to do.
I shouldn't come at her like that because I don't know what happened to her. She probably was. Well, she clearly was hurt by something like that.
Yeah, clearly.
I'll try to. I'll have to. If I come across the video again, I'll send it to you.
Okay. I appreciate you.
All right. Cool. That's all I have.
All right. This was fun.
All right.
Have a good evening.
Peace out.